Alejandro Castillo from rural Costa Rica has had a difficult few years. He lost his financial analysis job in the capital when the COVID-19 pandemic began, and 2 years later is still struggling to find a job to get his career as an economist back on track.
Nosotros ahora estamos viviendo tal vez con un 40% de ingresos en comparativa al inicio de...
We're living with 40% of the income that we were receiving prior to the pandemic, which has greatly affected our quality of life, and that's not even taking inflation into consideration.
Ahead of presidential elections this weekend, Costa Rica is facing an economic crisis. Costa Rica's struggling economy has been a major election issue, with foreign debt totaling more than 2/3 of the country's GDP, worsening poverty rates, high unemployment, and the country turning to the IMF for loans. This country's next president will have a monumental task on his hands. For many ordinary Costa Ricans, money has never felt so tight.
Costa Rica estamos en un 30% de pobreza.
The official figures say 30% of Costa Ricans live in poverty, but that doesn't take into account another 22% who live just $1 or $2 above the poverty line. Life is harder than ever for us, and we need a president who understands how their political decisions will affect our economy.
Alejandro has made his mind up. He hangs the flag of the Social Democratic Progress Party outside his home. Its candidate, Rodrigo Chavez, is an economist and former executive at the World Bank. Chavez is also a former finance minister for the country and says his economic experience makes him the man to lead. His opponent, José María Figueres, is a former president who governed Costa Rica in the mid-1990s. He's running on a platform of political experience that can turn the country's fortunes around. Jason Hamilton is the vice president of the North Costa Rica Chamber of Commerce and Tourism.
Costa Rica is crying out for an end to corruption, for proper use of public funds, and for the rising cost of living to stabilise in order to start our economic recovery.
With opinion polls fairly evenly split between the two candidates, it will likely be the money issue that moves Costa Rican voters at the ballot box this Sunday. Alasdair, Baverstock, CGTN, Punta Arenas, Costa Rica.